Hey guys, welcome back to FIFA 22 CF Fuenlabrada Career Mode, and today we are kind of midway through in November, which is, again, we are pretty much around the corner for the January transfer window, and of course we still have a few millions to spend, but of course in terms of what kind or what type of players that we want to spend or what type of investment that we want to spend is always important. Right now, looking at the squad report, looking pretty good so far. A lot of players have been decently growing a few ratings, which is always a good thing to see. But of course, there's some players who significantly or exponentially grow a lot, and there's some of them unfortunately are still not growing a lot despite I played them in a few games. But of course, right now it is the squad. What we have right here, so far so good. Honestly, nothing to complain about. Ratings have been quite decent so far, and right now we are still at first with 36 points with 15 games already been played this season. And of course, we are 1 point away from Cuesta. I believe that's the team who was 1 point behind us. But of course, again, it is a very tough fixture as well. Tough season for sure. Yes, we have been winning a lot of games recently. That is a very good thing. At the same time, we just can't really shake off the teams from second and third. And of course, right now we are still securing the first place right now, but we have approximately 27 games to play, and we have to be super careful. We just gotta go all out, showing no mercy. We gotta try to kill the game as soon as possible, so we will have kind of like less pressure off in the game. And right here, this is a very well worked goal, and what a great bicycle kick right there. But Navarro, probably one of the best goals that I scored, definitely for sure. Just Serrano on the left hand side, dribbles from our own half to pretty much the opposition's half, crosses in the middle, and I believe it was Coentradi who kind of connects the ball or puts it back in the middle, and of course finish it off by Navarro. And speaking of Navarro, again scoring another goal right here, I believe that's a hat trick for him already. And this guy has been phenomenal for us. We just can't ignore the fact that this guy has been scoring the majority of the goals for us, even though of course I signed two new strikers. Hopefully they can fulfill the spot of goal scoring, but you know what, I'm not gonna complain. Since the Fires have been scoring a lot of goals, I'm not really concerned about where the goals are coming from. And right there, Lautaro has scored the fourth goal for today's game, and pretty much we already know that we won this game very comfortably, 4-0 in the 81st minute. The other team has probably one last chance to actually get a consolation goal, but this is probably another great save by Cifuentes. This guy has been phenomenal for us, but in the end, the game ended 4-0 and a very comfortable victory. But unfortunately, Charles Ndora couldn't really catch a break with an injury. He is out for another 3 months. Yes, he did start it in the previous game, trying to give him a little bit of a game time. I was expecting something huge from him, but you know what? He tore his ACL. He tore his ACL in the last season, towards the end of the last season, and right there, broken his toe, I believe, which is completely absurd because, again, in real life you barely hear any news report or injury news regarding around a football team where somebody broke his toe. But of course, it sounds like ACL. It's more of a rare injury than broken toe for some reason. But of course, the occurrence of ACL keeps happening. Keeps happening in real life football, but broken toe, not very much. And right here we are playing against Burgos away from home, and right here 2-0 already in the 34th minute. And Joseph Fernandez have scored right there for the second goal in today's game. And right here, the other team have a chance, but unfortunately, pretty much a miscue in the end. It was a very good effort by the other team to actually trying to attempt to score that one. Here comes Navarro, looking for an inside run by Patino, but this is, again, a very funny goal to concede. It was a 50-50 goal, 50-50 ball between Patino and also the defender, but turns out it was unfortunate the defender got the last touch of it, and it was an own goal, and probably one of the funniest goal that I've scored through an own goal. And Lautaro right there could have made a chance to 4-0. A very good connection right there. The goalkeeper didn't even move a single muscle. And here comes Lautaro. Good turn and good finish as well. Finished that one to the bottom right corner pretty much. In a very, I would say, very a very unusual angle. 4-0, 68th minute. Here comes Saiken to Kaufman right there. What a great goal right there, guys. Literally chested it down. I thought it was more of a header from the free kick, but turns out it was a much needed goal, much nicer goal. And Kaufman right there, since he signed for the club, hasn't been featuring a lot. Since Navarro has been scoring a lot of goals, and Kaufman, of course, the majority of the time when he came on, it will be a game like this where we completely destroy the other team. But you know what? Good thing for him, scoring his first goal for the club. And Saikon right here scores another one. Coming on for Lautaro. Still, even though yes, we have pretty much put this game in bed already, but we are showing no mercy. We're just gonna keep pressing, try and get the goals if possible, and that's exactly what we did right there. 6-0 in the end, and a very, very, very nice game as well. And right there you can see Huesca, unfortunately, they lost the game pretty much, and we are right now 4 points clear of the top spot, which is very ideal. Again, we are not that type of team where we rely on other teams to beat our biggest competitor. It's not going to work out 100% for sure. What we have to do is we always have to focus on our game, because again, that's the most important part, and this is pretty much a very basic winning mentality, and that's what we are doing right now. Here comes we are playing against a second team right here, Huesca, and unfortunately right there they have conceded a penalty, but luckily for us it is pretty much a good timing, and the Navarro will be taking the penalty, aiming for the bottom right corner, and goalkeeper didn't even move a single muscle, and we have taken a 1-0 lead very early on in this game. This is probably one of the biggest games so far in this season. Again, playing against pretty much a very, very good team. The reason why they're in second place and they're kind of like not shaking us off for a lot of reasons. Here comes Taro, good turn right there, but unfortunately again, the finishing was slightly a little bit poor, not even hitting the goal. It's a little bit concerning. In 44 minutes, we just need to hang on just a slightly bit to go on to second half. But right there, the striker or the midfielder puts that one a little bit wide. In the 52nd minute, we are trying to defend our life right here. We just couldn't really make a touch towards the end, but what a great goal by the other team, by whoever scored this one. Again, got a hats off to him. Cifuentes has no chance of trying to save that ball, but yeah, it was a very good goal in the end. And again, as I said it before, probably one of the best goal I've conceded. And on the other hand, 5 minutes later, literally 5 minutes later, Navarro scores and we beat the second place team 2-1. And again, conceded a very nice goal as well. But it wouldn't matter because again, a win is a win. Not the most beautiful game that I ever played, but just well enough to surpass the other team. And we have an offer from Teo Duran right here for a loan offer with an option to buy. Again, we signed him. We still haven't really used him so far with the signing of Fernandez, Sorensen, and also Mola. It's really hard for Duran actually coming on for us in play. Right now we are looking at the youth report. Again, nothing special. Once again, it's just that very disappointing in general. I've been trying to buy a few more scouts, or at least try to buy a scout right there. Still didn't work out. Just the players that we're getting has been relatively poor. And I can't really ask, in terms of that. We still have a little bit of money, but this is where the decision has to be made very soon in later videos, whether if I want to have a much better scout than the one that I have right now, or actually go out and sign a center back, which gives us a much better advantage in terms of like defending corners or just defending in general. Because again, I believe our team, the defensive side point of view is just quite lacking at points. But of course, right now we are pretty much kind of overcompensate through the number of goals that we score. And of course, again, right here, 1-0 already pretty much towards the last game of this episode. And of course, again, we just need to win. but at the same time, trying to keep a clean sheet. That's all I always want at the same time. Here comes Navarro, take a shot, good finish in the end right there. 2-0 right before halftime. And honestly, I feel bad for the other team. Should have just called halftime right there before. Unfortunately, the whistle didn't go. And 2-0 for us already. Here comes the other team. Pretty much in the 49th minutes right here, they're going to take a shot from outside the box. But it was just a little bit outside right there. And of course, 50th minute, a pretty nice long pass right here. Here comes Ilias on the right hand side, trying to do a bit of a spin in the middle. And to Charlie Patino, finds space for Serrano in the end. And right there, we scored the third goal of today's game in the 52nd minute. And what a great goal right there. Just a lot of passing, just pure precision of passes, and which gives us 3-0 advantage. Here comes Ilias, crosses in the middle, and good save by the goalkeeper. But again, the other team just couldn't really clear the ball, and we have so much space in their opposition half or in the box. And right there, we scored the fourth goal right there, 4-0. And Navarro again is a goal scorer. Once you give him a lot of space, right there in the middle, you are pretty much prone to be doomed right there. And unfortunately, again, we just couldn't help ourselves. We just couldn't get the clean sheet right there. In the 68th minute, the other team scored a very nice goal out of nowhere. FIFA, in terms of the CPU, just, generates goals like that. And of course, it is pretty heartbroken every time when I see goals like that happen. And Navarro scores another one, and I believe that's his hat trick. Didn't really catch it well. And 5-1. What a great finish right there. Good cross, more importantly. And this game is pretty much sealed. 5-1 is the score, and I'm very happy with that. Winning pretty much every single game since the month of October, I believe. And right there, we were one game. We were one game behind still with 3 points to be clear. And Malca right there is potentially I would say our biggest competitor alongside with Las Palmas as well. Other than that, in the mid-table, everything looks pretty steady. Again, the margin wasn't big at all. But of course, what we have to focus on is the team that we have right now, and being able to work with the team that we have. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.